old school squirt, the P4 Leatherman. Spring actuated pliers. All jeweler's screwdriver, or you could use it as a punch. I'm going to put those back in. Small blade, works for a lot of stuff. Not the heaviest duty, but you can definitely get a lot done. A day-to-day rig. Then you have bottle opener and screwdriver. And then you have what would be your Phillips screwdriver. And they actually work. I wouldn't say the greatest. I mean, this one's a little dirty, but they don't work the greatest, but they work. They're adequate. For a day-to-day, I think these are wonderful. Now, they have a PS4 now. The P4 came in the S4 and the P4. The S4 had scissors up front. They're adequate. They work. I say adequate a lot with these because that's all they are, is adequate. I prefer the pliers. I use them quite a bit. This is not a pair I've ever used. This is a pair I got as a purchase with another review. The juice. Anyway. But I do have a pair that I have used. And to give you an idea, here they are. Abused and beat. I have beat these things to a tire. I use these fishing all the time. Believe it or not, they will reach right in there and grab what you need to grab, because even with all this abuse, they are super tight. Now the S4 came with tweezers that slipped into a piece in the heel there. I never found the need for it because these grip so well. I haven't needed them. I've cut through small gauge stuff. I'm trying to think of the actual gauge of wire that I was cutting through, and it was pretty stout, almost clothes hanger thick, and it got through it, and I don't see any visible damage to these. I have a few sets of these. I have them bandied about in different gear I have. This blade has been pounded on. Look at how scratched that is. Can you see that? You see this thing still works, and it's sharp as a dickens. But I do have to touch it up quite a bit. I've never used the bottle opener once. I just grab the edge of the bottle and use the edge, They say a keychain model. I actually never put them on a keychain. I'm sure they work like that. I just never have used them like that. Never found the need. Anyway, they're discontinued. I just wanted to do a little montage for them because I love them. I think these are great. Between that size and that size, these give you a heck of a lot of performance. Their closest competition, I would say, one that I'm not as thrilled about, but the Vise, the Gerber Vise, it works. It's got clean, nice lockup. Pliers look adequate. But when you look at them, they just don't seem to be stacking up quality-wise. They're cheaper though, so maybe for the money. I notice all the screws, none of them are flush fit, which they're actually not screws, they're Torx heads. But I like this though. Let me close these up before I hurt myself. Who wants to see that? Oh, the crowd roars. If anybody actually sees these videos, right? You know what? That's a little blade, but it works. It is what it is, and I like that they got the grip on that side. And I've noticed that grip comes in an advantage with the tiny rescue blade. Yay! It's a little short for a blade like that. That's to create the sawing that you need. It's a little short, so maybe it would have been better served than another tool there. Maybe a true can opener. And then this tool on this side there's your bottle opener. It's both sides. You get the screwdriver too, right here. But you'll notice both sides act as the bottle opener. And I guess that was pretty well thought out. I mean, you know, a little bit of strength in a less than ideal tool. Now, we got this one out. Little nail file. Does work. I wouldn't say it's, you know, going to be in one of the little nail shops, but I'll tell you what, it worked. And then you have, yeah, I see that, but sorry. The Phillips head, I haven't really used it, but I know that the Squirt works, and the Squirt doesn't have these fine little indentions as an addition, so I'm assuming so far that it'll work. And, you know, this is a dual review, I guess, at this point, right? Yeah, what was the other thing? You got the fine screwdriver. It works. It is what it is. But side by side, it is what it is. For the money, the Squirt costs more. And quite frankly, the PS4s, which are the new ones, the new one of these, they're certainly more better. You know, they're more better. Can you have more better? They're better. They have scissors. You know, to me, they're smaller. To everybody, they're smaller. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can tell with the. Let me put them like that. You can see it's smaller. They're definitely more comfortable in the hands. These are comfortable. You know, they've, you know, scalloped or whatever you want to say. The sides, they're rounded. They're. I mean, you can see I use them, but these, they're sharp. Sounds cheap, looks cheap, feels cheap. They're cheap. They are what they are. But you throw them in, you know, another case, and there you go. You have them. The Vise. They don't beat the old school standard of a Leatherman P4. I think everybody should carry a multi-tool. As you can see, one's all nice and clean and shiny. The other one's all dirty. If Leatherman would just put a proper can opener on some of these, they'd have a hit in my book. And this does not need a pocket clip. It's small enough to where the weight, you know, what are they? The P4s were. I couldn't even tell you. They're like 2 ounces or something. I mean, they're nothing. You know, so a pocket clip isn't necessary on one of these. And you know what? Quite frankly, if you do want them on a keychain, why not? You know, I can see the reasons not to, but for me, this is truly an everyday carry, but put a real can opener on it. All right, have a great day.